This is how you create graphic styles to automate finishing in Adobe Illustrator. First, you'll open up Adobe Illustrator, then you'll go to File, New, and open up a new document. We're doing 200 by 200 in CMYK. Now we're going to open up GraphicStyles by going to Window, GraphicStyles, and you'll have different graphic styles in here. Hold on. You'll have different graphic styles in here. So you're just going to highlight these and delete the graphic styles and click yes. Now in the Adobe Illustrator settings, we're going to change our stroke units to from points to inches. To do that, you will click on Illustrator, Settings, Units, and then this will say points and just change it to inches and click OK. Now we're going to make a rectangle that is 4 inches by 8 inches. Click OK. And then zoom into this rectangle so you can see what's going on. Now, we're going to open up the Appearance panel. If you don't have the Appearance panel open, go to Window, Appearance. And in this Appearance panel, we're going to make some changes. So we're going to change the stroke color to yellow. And we're going to change it to 0.025 inches. And then you're going to click the stroke button to open up the dialog box. That way you can see some more settings. And you're going to make sure the cap is round cap and the corner is round join. And then you're going to click dashed line. And in the dashed line settings, you want to make sure that the first dashed line is 0.0011, and then the gap would be 2.4, and then 0 for the first dash and 0 for the second gap. And you also want to make sure that your dash line aligns the dashes to the corners of the path ends, and it adjusts the lengths to fit. And now you're going to duplicate this stroke using this button in the Appearance panel. And you're going to change this one to a black stroke. And you're going to change the size of this stroke weight to 0.03 inches. And then you're going to make sure there's no fill on this. And if you zoom in, you can kind of see what's going on. You're making your grommet location. And now we're going to offset the path. That way, whenever we have this, these grommets, your line will be offset to go inside the line that you make. So you'll click Path, and then you'll click Add New Effect, Path, Offset Path. And then we're going to offset this 0.0 or 0.1 inches because you're going to make your grommet go in 1 inch from the edge of your selection. And then you click OK. And now we're going to save this as a graphic style. So with your graphic style, with your selection still made, then you're going to click this plus icon in the new graphic style menu. And then we're going to name this Grommets Every 24 inches. And now we're going to save this as a graphic style library. So you'll save this, as Grommets. I already have one here, so I don't need to save it, but that's how you save it. And then we're going to open up that GraphicStyles that we just made. We'll just go to this hamburger menu in the GraphicStyles menu, and then click Open User Defined Grommets. And since we have that open, if you want it to stay, put it where you want to in your layout in Illustrator and click Persistent. That way it stays there. And then you can save your workspace by going to Window, Workspace, New Workspace, and then typing in, if you already have a workspace, type in that same name and then click OK, and then it'll override your workspace. And now you have a graphic style that you can use to add grommets to any banner. So to show you how this works, I'm going to close these out. And here is my grommets every 24 inches. So say we have a banner here that's black, and we have, say we have an odd shaped banner, like maybe a circular banner. So we would just make a rectangle around our banner. I'm going to make this blue so you can see it. All right, so we would make a rectangle around it, and then we want our grommets every 24 inches. So you just click your grommets every 24 inches, and now you have grommet placement around that whole banner. And the same thing for a circular banner. So say you make that stroke around the banner, you just click it, and then you have your grommet placement every 24 inches. You don't have to measure that. Then you can click Object, Expand Appearance, and then it expands it to take that effect off. But you need to expand it again, and now you have your grommets in there. And the cool thing about this too is, say you thought it was 24 inches, but it was every 18 inches. Well, if you have a symbol for every 18 inches, you click that. Or you thought it was 18, but it was 12. You can click that, and it changes it depending on your settings for that graphic style. And I'm going to send you guys these grommet placements too, this graphic style library. That way you already have these set up. But now you know how to change those settings.